This morning, state government throws weight behind energy conservative firm to mitigate effect of climate change. Deputy Governor Koneyaye reiterates government commitment to reintegrate internally displaced persons, provide basic amenities. Akbc State Chief Judge administers oath of service to 2023 Batch B Stream 1 members of the National Youth Service Corps. And Southern religious and traditional rulers leaders engagement to vaccinate girls aged 9 to 14 against cancer in 8 local government areas of Akbc. We have details for you shortly. A very good morning and welcome to Akbc 45 News. Happy weekend. I am Eyageno Paul. Akbc State government has expressed their readiness to donate lands, provide adequate security and logistics for the smooth takeover of an energy conservative factory, Atmosphere Climate Limited. Governor Moino made the offer at Government House Uyo when he hosted the national team on climate change led by architects in Yaito. Patience John reports that the governor also promised to appoint a special assistant on climate change to coordinate activities of the scheme in Akbc.
Receiving the team, Governor Moino said the state will ensure that Akbc people benefit from the climate change initiative of the federal government. He commended architect Ezekiel Yatuk for attracting the project to the state, describing it as an act of patriotism. He announced plans to host a convention to be known as Akbc Dialogue, where stakeholders will discuss the development of the state.
Our doors are quite open to work with anyone, group of persons, across political divides, so long as we will bring development to our people. That as quickly as possible to show you the seriousness that we attach to this project. And please, the other things are not for the factory. Thank you for also wanting and deciding to site the factory here. In the next week, we should be sending land documents as quickly as we can. And we'll provide the necessary environment, security, and necessary support, and of course the goodwill of government is available to ensure that we get this CVT stove and other things we need to do on climate change, work with you on the energy transition plan, and make Akbc fully integrated.
The team leader, architect Ezekiel Yatuk, mentioned that Atmosphere AG has already established its presence in 2 states and that Akbc, on completion, will cover operations in South-South.
What we have here is very rare, absolutely so. The National Council on Climate Change has the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as the chairman, and it shows the extent of the importance of climate change.
The Director General National Council on Climate Change, Dr. Salisu Dahiru, said Akbc State will benefit optimally from the energy transition plan, which seeks to phase out gasoline and diesel generators and its attendant hazards on the environment.
There are vast opportunities, and those that take these initial steps will make greater progress than those that will come much later. What we need from you, sir, are just 2 ingredients: your time and your political goodwill. And you've already demonstrated that whatever it is we can do to support Akbc State to have a major climate change adaptation operation taking place, to enjoy the support and funding that UNDP or other UN agencies, including the World Bank, can be rallied upon to provide, we will be able to do that.
At Atmosphere AG is a German-based energy conservation company that produces Safe 80 cook stove, a fuel-efficient stove with less firewood. Patience John, Akbc News.
The happy hour mantra of the Umoina administration became a reality yesterday when the headmistress of the popular Christ the King Primary School along Wellington Bassey Way, Uyo, got an accelerated promotion from grade level 14 to 17 in the state civil service. The surprise promotion came when the state governor, Pastor Umoina, paid an unscheduled visit to the school. Again, our Government House reporter, Patience John, takes up the story from here.
Umoina said the gesture was to appreciate the headmistress for maintaining a high level of discipline and decorum in the school.
Can I promote this woman?
Of course.
Can I promote her?
Yes.
Please promote her. Help me promote her. I don't want to step out in my bound. Promote her one step more, make her level 17.
So continue to good children, read your book, and please, you are in the public school, government school. Don't worry, you can be anything you want to be from this school. I attended a local authority school in this.
Interacting with some pupils of the Christ the King Primary School, Wellington Bassey Way, the governor encouraged them to study hard for a better future. The pupils also listed their needs to include seats in laboratories. During the visit, the governor disclosed plans to renovate the teachers' quarters in public primary schools to enable them live within the school compound, to enable them discharge their responsibilities effectively.
Particularly, I want to get teachers back to school, to live in the school. It will help maintain discipline. I've extracted a commitment from the headmistress who have said if we do a good place, give them lights, give them water, they will live here. We want to start here to create that model primary school we talked about. We're setting up a small project committee that will be headed by the SSG to make sure that they translate our dreams.
The recipient of the automatic promotion, Ime Joseph Bassey, thanked the governor for the gesture.
I'm very excited because this is my first time again governor of Akwa State visiting the school like CKS. At times I used to wonder, look at the government house, look at the school, look at how the building is, nobody cares about it. But I so much thank God. This is just a preamble. So I'm believing God that more things is going to happen, that our governor is going to give us textbook. In fact, I mean textbook, and also we need a computer lab.
Patience John, Akbc News.
Congratulations there to the head teacher. The state governor, Pastor Umoina, says resolutions taken at the just concluded PDP Governors Forum meeting will aid the development and unity of the country. The governor was speaking with Government House reporters at the Victor Ota International Airport, Uyo, on his return to the state after hosting the PDP Governors Forum meeting in Abuja.
Governor Umoina expressed gratitude to his colleagues for the confidence reposed in him to host the meeting, describing it as a privilege. The governor said that the PDP will not renege on its objectives of good governance, while Akwa State will continue to stand tall in the Committee of State in work for the good of her people.
It has always been a tradition. I must thank my predecessor for the great work he did to gain the confidence of his colleagues that made it possible for them to want to continue to use Akwa House as a venue of the meeting. For me, it's a vote of confidence in the things that we're doing. And I see it as a privilege. And I'd like to thank all of our senior colleagues who have given us that privilege to host it.
The governor later had a chat with pupils at Divine Assistance Christian Academy, where he advised them to study hard and imbibe the virtues of hard work, respect, and honesty in order to have a rewarding future.
Your welcoming song and everything, everything works well. I'd like to congratulate you that you are in school now, but you must do everything to read your books and ensure that you study well
read well and study well. How many of you want to become doctors? Everybody. How many of you want to become engineers? Okay. How many of you want to become pastors? Okay, that's good. Okay, you know what? With God, all things are possible. As you read your book, you concentrate, stay focused, and have the fear of God. How many of you still go to Sunday school? Good, good. So when you go to Sunday school, they teach you about the fear of God, and that will make you to be good children.
The pupils led by the school's proprietor, Bishop J.W. Ikwa, were at the Victor Atta International Airport on an excursion. Precious John, Akbc News.
Asylum seekers, refugees, and internally displaced persons are to be properly integrated into the society with equal access to basic social amenities. This was the thrust of the message at the refresher training organized by the Akwa Ibom State Emergency Management Agency SEMA in conjunction with the United Nations High Commission on Refugees. Our Government House reporter Utewi Malkon tells us more.
Organized by Akwa Ibom State Emergency Management Agency SEMA in collaboration with the United Nations High Commission on Refugees, the training was aimed at refreshing critical stakeholders on their roles toward ensuring an all-inclusive society for refugees, asylum seekers, internally displaced persons, returnees, and stateless persons. The Deputy Governor, Senator Okoni Yarayi, who was represented by the Permanent Secretary in her office, Mrs. Grace Jane, commended stakeholders for the critical roles they play in accommodating persons with concerns while assuring that the state government will continue to provide an enabling environment for all.
I want to thank everyone here for the part we have been playing towards people of concern, maintaining security and peace, helping in developing skills for the refugees among us. And I know that those participants who are here, what you have forgotten today, you will be reminded.
Some of the refugees spoke on their relationship with host communities, describing it as cordial.
They have been so good to us, taking good care of us. Yeah. They have been accommodating us. We are living within the host community because of the accommodation could not be able to contain all of us. We have to enrich ourselves with the host community and they welcome us.
In a refugee market, we are living very, very good with our people and our aged people, our children, our leaders. We don't have problem.
It has been actually a mother to all the refugees in Akwa Ibom State. And thank God for the father we have there at the village head. He gave us every permission to be holding meetings and to see how we can go forward.
We have entered into the village, we have used the village, and I'm working with the local government chairman there, and for the chairman to give us chairman lunch.
The event featured paper presentations on the core mandates of the intervention, professional ethics regarding day-to-day dealings with persons of concerns, peace building and conflict resolution, as well as interactive session where participants made clarification and contributions. Akbc News.
You're still watching Akbc 45 News, and still to come, State Chief Judge administers oath of service on core members in Akwa Ibom. Southern religious and traditional rulers' engagement to vaccinate girls urged 9 to 14 against cancer in Akwa Ibom. When we return from this break, we'll take the stars. Please stay with us.
This is home, where we belong. The place where life is beautiful. beautiful. The peaceful ambience we enjoy when we live together in unity and love. It's only money, you know. Because stand together, we gonna make them better. Baby, brothers and sisters, no matter where we stay, where you from, you know. It's only money, you know. No matter where we stay, we are one, let's live together in peace and harmony.
Welcome back and thank you for staying with us. The Akwa Ibom State Chief Judge, Justice Ekaite Obot, has administered the oath of National Service on the 2023 batch B Stream 1 core members deployed to the states with a call on them to adhere to the rules and regulations of the scheme. Justice Obot performed the exercise at the opening of orientation course at NYSC Permanent Orientation Camp, Ikori Tiurong, in Saratai local government area. Etienne Oibanga was there.
Chief Judge, represented by Justice Gabriel Ite, admitted the core members into the orientation course after signing the oath of allegiance form. Justice Obot congratulated them for surmounting the challenges of education, urging them to remain good ambassadors of their alma maters, and wished them a wonderful service year. In a related development, the Commissioner of Police, Akwa Ibom State, Mr. Olatoye Durishumi, has warned core members deployed to Akwa Ibom State to shun drug abuse and cultism. The police commissioner, in his goodwill message at the orientation program, said the vices are becoming endemic and can only lead to unpleasant ending. He advised them to make and sustain good relationship while identifying areas they can take advantage of to make a decent living after service. Mr. Durushini, who urged core members to avoid unnecessary traveling, assured them of police security while in Akwa Ibom State.
I want to assure you that you are safe now. In case of any emergency, please call us, we will be there with you. I want us to do away with drugs, drug case, drug search. Please do not swear in drug group. Do not take anything that will work for performance. It is not good for you and it may affect you for the rest of your life. Do not join drugs group. If you have before, please remove yourself from that group now.
In the same vein, the Commander 2 Brigade of the Nigerian Army, Brigadier General K. Chibu, described the orientation course as the beginning of a new phase in their lives and career, calling on them to use the exercise to foster national unity and integration.
Starting from now onwards, you have become the background of yourself. Your responsibility signifies what the federal government of Nigeria has been pushing: integrity, integration, nation building.
Etienne Ibanga, Akbc News.
8 local government areas in Akwa Ibom are to benefit from the first batch of an healthcare intervention program where girls between the ages of 9 to 14 will be vaccinated against cancer. The message was handed down in an advocacy meeting at the palace of the Kuibomi Bibiontenyen Solomon Daniel Etuk, when members of the Southern Religious and Traditional Leaders Engagement SOTL, in collaboration with Akwa Ibom State Primary Healthcare Development Agency, engaged critical stakeholders on the smooth implementation of the project. Margaret Bassey reports that the event was attended by a cross-section of traditional rulers, members of the Christian Association of Nigeria, as well as the Akwa Ibom State Supreme Council of Islamic Affairs, who were mandated to create advocacy in their respective domains on the importance of the vaccine.
The first 8 local government areas to benefit include Orogonam, Mpainin, Etinan, Ibionibom, Akamakpo, Nsurubium, Ukanafun, and Uran. Nteminatok, who is the chairman, Southern Religious and Traditional Leaders Engagement, Soto, Akwa Ibom State, who is also Commander, Federal Republic of Nigeria, pledged to synergize with other members of the group to promote its vision and create a lasting impact in Akwa Ibom State, especially at the grassroots. As the highest award holder in the state and patriarch of the Bibios, Nteminatok noted that the health sector is a critical aspect of the society that requires experience and expertise in service delivery, promising to draw strategic plans for the body that will be result-oriented. Nteminatok said he will use his influence as an opinion leader to positively affect the task and increase community awareness, urging other stakeholders to follow suit in order to enable a cancer-free society.
Very serious program that borders on health services. When you run the community, how do you protect people against when same thing never be promoted. To make sure that when we community, they be necessary and I'm growing. They don't be there.
The Director of Health Promotion, Akwa Ibom State Ministry of Health and Akwa Ibom State Primary Healthcare Development Agency, Mrs. Margaret Etam, said SOTO is a global health intervention program whose South-South body was inaugurated in Edo State last month to kickstart the immunization of teenage girls between the ages of 9 and 14 that will prevent cancer. Mrs. Etam noted that the sustainability and reliance of the vision will be possible through collaboration with traditional institutions and religious organizations to influence the health-seeking behavior of their subjects. She solicited the recruitment of more manpower into the state health sector to understudy the experienced ones. Others who spoke with the state lead person of SOTO, Mrs. Precious Okam, the state chairman, Christian Association of Nigeria, Bishop Chris Nyong, and the secretary of Akwa Ibom State Supreme Council of Islamic Affairs, who all promised to employ their expertise to bring the vision to fruition.
Creating awareness and every other thing. I am so happy.
We want to listen to the work, as well as strategic plans. We will try our best to make sure that the health of environment and environment is covered.
Good new messages were presented by some traditional rulers who lauded the group for the initiative and solicited for the interest of men who are also prone to prostate cancer. Margaret Bassey, Akbc News.
An aquaculture company in Akwa Ibom, Tom Dock and their partners, have visited the special children's home along Akbc Avenue, Uyo. During the visit, food items and toiletries were presented to the children, a gesture the body explained was in fulfillment of the company's desire to impact the lives of the less privileged in Akwa Ibom and Nigeria at large. Juliet Richard reports.
The company's team leader and representative in the state, Mr. Ifeobon Ekwere, said what informed their gesture is what the company is that the company is not just a profit-making business entity, but a philanthropic group committed to ensuring they put smiles on the faces of the less privileged and vulnerable in the society. Mr. Ekwere said it may not be feasible to reach out to the poor individually and calls for more people to partner with the company to expand its frontiers.
Thumbduck is not an investment platform. It's a platform whereby offer charity to people. They contribute also to human happiness. The reason why we are here is to put a smile on these children's face.
The team representative, Mr. Ifeanyi, who threw more light on Thumbduck Company and its philosophy, pointed out that the company signed an authorization with Federal Department of Fisheries to enable it carry out aquaculture plans to promote the output of fishery in order to boost exports. He promised to provide employment to the teeming youth and contribute to a lively economic nation.
Thumbduck is on an online business where people partner with them and make profit. Apart from partnering with Thumbduck for your own personal interest, Thumbduck also contribute to human happiness by going around putting smile on people's faces. That is their philosophy.
In appreciation, the matron of the Children's Special Home, Mrs. Inebundo, said reaching out to the orphans this period should be emulated by other Nigerians and thank Thumbduck Company for their show of love.
Thank you for your contribution to this motherless scheme. This time, by the children are already from the hostel and the children have received these things in the name of the Father and the Son and of the Holy Ghost.
The company's partners explained what motivated them to join the team.
Special children, we get Bible state. This is money no more going on Monday. I feel it to me after the Thumbduck company. Through the help of Thumbduck, we are able to achieve these results by coming to visit these children. So we are so glad that Thumbduck is doing great. And to everybody, what
actually motivated me to join this company was because of this contributing happiness to people faces in Nigeria, not just registered members.
Juliet Rachel, Akbc News.
There's a package, but before we go, another look at the top stories. Akbc State government has expressed its readiness to donate lands, provide adequate security and logistics for the smooth takeover of an energy conservative factory, Atmosphere Climate Limited. Governor Moino made the offer at Government House Uyo when he hosted the national team on climate change led by architect Nya Eto. We also brought you a report that the headmistress of the popular Christ the King Primary School along Wellington Basiwe Uyo yesterday got an accelerated promotion from grade level 15 to 17 in the state civil service. The surprise promotion came when the state governor, Pastor Omoino, paid an unscheduled visit to the school. That's all we have for you. Many thanks for watching and have a fruitful weekend.